Welcome to Auto Car Professional. This is Mukul Yudhvir Singh, and standing with us today is Sanjeev Kumar, who is president for M&HCV Ashok Leyland. Sanjeev sir, welcome to Auto Car Professional. Launch of two legacy brands or revival of two legacy brands today, Taurus and Hippo. Why today? Why after such a long time?
See, when I talk about these two brands, they are very close to heart of anyone who has worked in Ashok Leyland. And these brands like Hippo, in 90s and late 90s, they were known as one vehicle which will never fail. And they were known for their reliability, whatever conditions will be there, either road conditions or load conditions. These trucks were known as something which can work tirelessly, effortlessly, 24/7. And if you recall, India was going through the first phase of infra growth. A lot of things were happening in India at the time of liberalization, and this truck delivered what was expected out of this truck during that stage of industrialization. I think now India is going to go through second phase of growth. Our idea was to bring back this legacy iconic brand back to and give it back to industry with absolutely new feature. Hippo in its old avatar was I think it was BS1 or BS0 vehicle, and that is where we stopped. And now it has come in BS6. So of course, it is completely with electronic architecture. It's a connected vehicle, and idea is that India is going to go through this second phase of growth where a lot of mining applications are opening up, a lot of infra, requirements are coming up. So this truck can address all those requirements in terms of moving those coals, iron ore, steel, cement, sand, and work tirelessly. And this truck has a capability of working 24/7. So in terms of reliability, probably this is something which which will have unmatched, I would say.
Interesting. So there are a lot of keywords that you have given me, but before I go towards them, I would want to understand BS1, BS0, BS1 to BS6, right? You could have easily, branded these as something else than Taurus and Hippo. But why choose these names? Is there something that they carry forward from that time?
So this uh, brand Hippo, if you look at Ashok Leyland, we were always known as a company which was very strong in South, doing very well in West, but relatively we were seen as not doing so great in East. But to your surprise, if you go and ask any operator in East also, they would remember brand Hippo because Hippo was the only answer at that point of time. So Hippo actually evokes a very strong connect and respect from the customer. And this brand definitely is going to help us create that connect with our customers in East and North, and that is where our major push is for last few years. So yes, the kind of respect this brand has enjoyed with the customer, we would like to reestablish that connect with the customers.
Interesting. From everything mechanical to almost everything now electronic.
Yep.
And as they call it, mechatronics, right? How has this evolution been for this generation now? Because the generation that we were just talking about and giving the example of Northeast, they were based on hardcore mechanical stuff. But this has a lot of mechatronics in it, electronics into almost into everything.
Absolutely.
How has that evolved over the period of time? How is it going to evolve from here onwards?
So I would say I think India was a one country which actually went from BS3 to BS4 to BS6. Generally, if you look at Europeans, they went through the BS4 to BS5 and then BS6. India took a major leap in this transition. Of course, as a manufacturer, every transition from BS2 to BS3, created a huge challenge for us. And I must credit the, strong PD team which we have. We call it product development. You may be aware that we have a technical center in Chennai which houses almost 1,000 engineers. These guys actually don't work on current product. They work on what is going to happen in future, and that is where we keep getting new products. And if you look at the history of Ashok Leyland, we are known for our innovation. And this transition from BS1 to BS6 has been very smooth for Ashok Leyland. And I think more than product, what we worked on was how we created our network across the country. From what used to be, some 600 outlets 3 years back, today we have 1,200 outlets across India. We are able to, respond to customer within 50 kilometers. So overall, I think the market has now shifted. Market is no more about mechanical or this thing. Customers are looking for trucks which can run trouble-free. They are expecting manufacturer to manage the operation for their trucks. And gone are the days where a customer wants to, really take care of his trucks. He would like OEM to address those issues. He would focus on operation, and that is where these connected trucks are really working. Today, I would say that we have a huge uptime solution center based in Chennai, which has almost 100 engineers, and we are able to monitor all BS6 trucks from that uptime solution center, and it has got facilities wherein it can detect a problem with the truck even before it happens. So we believe in a lot of prognostic and diagnostic work which our team is doing there. An idea is to create a truck which can give you signal even before it fails. So this is where connected trucks are helping OEMs also to kind of ensure their performance is there.
Interesting. The Chennai center that we spoke about, the 100 engineers, and then we spoke about the customer, giving weightage to value over money. And then we spoke about trucks being connected and they being managed from far away. All of this is possible through a very good line of suppliers, right? And I'm sure that you've seen 2 to 3 generations of suppliers now, 3-4 decades into the industry. How do you think has the supplier ecosystem for Ashok Leyland evolved from the first time India saw Taurus and Hippo to today?
I mean, along with us, they have also gone through similar change. Without your suppliers really working with you, no OEM could achieve what the Indian industry has achieved. So I would say that in Ashok Leyland we have a philosophy where we co-develop a lot of things along with our suppliers. So I would not take any names, but I would say there are many suppliers who work with our technical center for advanced products. So there are a lot of work which our suppliers are also doing. So honestly, whenever we introduce any new product, a lot of hard work happens with our suppliers. A lot of technical knowledge come in from the suppliers. So it's always a I would say that it's a joint work which happens, and then without having a synergy with supplier. And I would also mention our channel partners. Suppliers are one who are on the back end, and you have channel partners, your dealers, who actually address those vehicles as and when something goes wrong with. So whenever you go through this transition, your suppliers also go through the same transition, and your dealerships, they also go through the same transition. They need probably different equipment, and you spoke about mechatronics. So actually, when our dealers in past used to recruit people, they would recruit people with mechanical background.
Yeah.
Gone are the days. Today, they are more concerned about having people who are experts in electronics.
Right.
So I think entire ecosystem is going through this change where it has to see how it can create parts for as a OEM, and how it kind of responds to any issues which happen with the truck. So I think the whole ecosystem has gone through this change.
Interesting. Now, dealers are investing in people with electronics, engineers with electronics. Similarly, suppliers are doing the same thing, right? But for an OEM, for Ashok Leyland, how has the BOM cost, especially from electronics point of view, gone up in the last 5 to 10 years?
So definitely there is increase in BOM costs because because of a lot of work which needs to be done in terms of engine after treatment system. But I feel that more than cost, one needs to look at the efficiency of the vehicle. If I talk about 10 years back, a normal truck would go probably 7,000 kilometers, but the new age trucks actually run for 14,000 kilometers, 15,000 kilometers in a month. So it's more about how productive are these trucks. So productivity level of new age truck is definitely much higher than old age trucks. So maybe there is an increase in the cost, but that gets compensated by the productivity of the truck.
2 last questions, sir. You said efficiency has gone up, right? And we were talking about electronics. How much of a role do you think electronics have had in increasing the efficiency of trucks?
I think while electronics is there to guide our team, but ultimately I think for fuel efficiency to be good or for reliability to be better, ultimately it's an engine, it's a gearbox. It has to be, like ultimately.
So it's mechatronics.
So probably I would say the credit goes to the engine R&D team we have in Chennai, PD team, which have created these. We are the only ones, incidentally, in CV industry which still believes in Atmanirbhar Bharat. Our engines are made by Ashok Leyland. We do not have any technical collaborations. These engines are developed in-house by Ashok Leyland team. So that's the biggest advantage I see with these trucks, and and we are really proud of these brands which are getting launched.
That's very well said. So one last question. Sorry for me sticking to electronics, but this
Yeah.
last question is also on electronics. How do you think, in terms of electronics, whether it is features, whether it is mechatronics, or any other thing in a vehicle where electronics are embedded, do you think we have hit a ceiling, or do you think the BOM cost of electronics would significantly go north as we pass on year by year?
No, I don't think so. I think there is a lot of scope in terms of cost. More than cost, I think what I missed in last question, I would like to say that how electronics is helping us is in terms of efficiency of operations. Today, when we talk to our customers, in past, customers would complain about the fuel efficiency of the vehicle. But today, when we talk to our customers, we can give them scorecard for each and every driver. We can tell them which driver was running the vehicle in green band or red band. We actually calculate driver scores for every vehicle which is being driven. So, it has made our task very easier. At the same time, it is really helping our operators also. So, idea is not to, really tinker with the product. Idea is, if a particular vehicle is not giving the right kind of mileage, issue can be more with the, driving habits of the driver, and then we go ahead and train those drivers. So, it's more about, preemptive kind of work than reactive work which is happening. So, and we find that with this electronic, with these connected vehicles, overall, thought process of operators have also changed. Today, you go to any operator who has got, let's say, 500 vehicles. They are creating their own command center where they monitor, each and every vehicle. They know where their vehicle is standing, why it is standing, and at what time it will be made on road. So, everyone is now more concerned about how to efficiently run their fleets, and that is where electronics is playing a huge role.
Interesting. Thank you for speaking to us, Sanjeev sir.
Thank you.
And we wish you all the best.